Hello and welcome back to Shay's Hobby Dog Bay again. This is just gonna be a chat video and just talk to y'all and kind of get y'all a little bit caught up with me, what I've been doing and all. This kind of feels like I'm holding my neck up too high. Point it down. You don't need to see the roof of my house. Okay. What it is, I'm trying to look through my glasses because if I look this way, it's blurry. But this way feels a lot better on my neck. And to do this way hurts my neck. I can't stand to push my glasses because my eyelashes hit them. And I don't like that. It just feels so funny. Maybe I'll try it like this. I just feel like it's so close. Even looking at me, it looks like it's just too close to my eyes. Alright. So, to update me for y'all, let me yawn first. I heard a noise in the bedroom. I thought my daughter was going to come out and interrupt me. But I hope not. Anyway, so I am still working on the cross stitch. I'm not even going to show it to y'all. I've showed y'all so many videos of that thing, I know y'all getting sick of it. The same with my crocheted blanket. I'm still crocheting on the blanket. There neither one finished yet. It's a slow process. I actually took a little break on it there for a few days and didn't touch them or pick them up. But yesterday I picked both of them back up and did a little bit more on both. Excuse me! But my nose is itching. And my eyes are running water. But I have been crafting. So, I should have brought that over here, but since I didn't, I'm not going to be showing y'all that, but I can tell you about it. Me and Gracie, my 3-year-old granddaughter, crafts together when she's here with me. So the other day she was here. Oh, so sorry, y'all. And we painted together. Now, she mixes all her paints up and she makes mud. And she paints her rocks. But I did get her. I got one of the brown sandwich sacks that you can fix school lunches in. You know, the little brown sacks. I got a lot of them. So I pulled me one out and her one out. She wanted to paint. And I decided I was gonna, usually I just let her paint and I sit there and watch her and kind of help her. But that day I decided I was gonna paint with her. So I didn't really have anything. Now, y'all, there's a smudge on my glasses. I gotta clean it. Sorry. I didn't really have anything that I just really wanted to paint or in particular. But so I could sit down and paint with her and make her feel like I was doing something with her. I grabbed one of my little brown sacks, lunch sacks. And she gathered her rocks, so she collects rocks when we go out walking. She comes back with, y'all should see the rocks in my house. That child. She collects leaves and sticks, you know, the little broken off limbs that she finds. She likes acorns when she can find them, and Lord, how much. She's even collected one time, she hadn't done it in a while, but one time she collected pine straw sticks and brought them inside. And I know there's a lot of people that makes crafts with those things too, and it's kind of cool. I'd like to learn how. Try it out myself, but you'd have to collect a whole bunch of them things to do that. And then there's a washing and a drying out, you know, part to it to get it to work with the crafting and all. And it'd probably be with me like that weaving basket was. I just couldn't get it to work because you have to wet it to bend it so it won't break, and it's just too much of a hassle. Couldn't get it to work right. So anyway, she painted her rocks at first in the beginning. I got my bag and I sat down and I painted my bag. I've just painted one side of it and it's really pretty. I used my pink and purple colors I like. Plus there's, I think I have peach on there, maybe even yellow, and maybe an aqua green or whatever you call it. My alarm went off on my phone and cut my video off. I'm gonna be the Incredible Hulk and come out. Anyway, oh, my neck hurts, y'all. It's been hurting a lot lately. I don't like it. Anyway, I have got my glasses down again. Let me try this again. What was I saying? I painted my bag pretty, one side of it, and she painted her rocks. And then she decided she wanted a bag to paint like Granny. So Granny had to get her a bag down and let her paint it. So she painted on the bag. So what I'm going to do is another day when I have her, I'm going to paint the other side of my bag and let her do some more painting since she loves to paint so much. We had made the, me and her had made the bird feeders. Y'all seen those videos. And I had her when I was doing those videos. The first one was the haul video showing y'all what all I had bought to make it. She was here and I was trying to make the video. I can't video her, so her mama won't let me. So I was trying to do it not saying anything and just showing the stuff because she was busy playing. Because she loves to video. I used to video her until I quit, and she loves getting on here. So I was trying to do it where she wouldn't kind of notice that I was doing it and wouldn't want to be on it. But I wanted to, me and her was fixing to do the project together. And I wanted to get it on video, you know, the haul and what we were going to do before I actually did it a little bit somehow. So that's why I did that. And I was going to do the voiceover. But the first one I did, the video part showing the stuff was so short, and then when I was doing the voiceover, it lasted longer, but it didn't record all of that. It cut it off. So I stopped, and I did a different voiceover. But if there's a way to delete that first one, I don't know how yet. Probably won't never know how. But, so I did the second voiceover, and it was overlapping. You could hear the first voiceover and the second voiceover, and it was just, it ended up being a mess. But I wanted y'all to see that stuff anyway, so I went ahead and put it up. Oh, my word. I know it's crazy. I think I named it Dollar Tree Haul, and then I think I put LOL, 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 LOL. I was laughing because of the overlapping voiceovers. So, anyway. And then the second one on that was, showing the stuff. Since the first one ended up that way, I decided to do that second one. I wasn't going to do a voiceover. I just showed the stuff, the items, which y'all had done seen in the haul, but y'all didn't see like the twine and the toilet paper roll, you know, in the bowl I was going to use and all that to fix up the others. So I was showing the stuff I was going to use in the project. And I named that, I think, New Project or something like that. So anyway, but then I added on to that one, I believe, that I had finished it. Actually, she wasn't here when I done that, so I got to talk to y'all and tell y'all at the end of that one. It was a bird feeder we was making, 2 of them, and we finished them, and me and Albert went out and we hung them up, and I showed all that. So, what did y'all think about that? Let me know. Okay, so, you know, I've been doing that with Gracie Girl. Alright, something else I've been doing. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Lord have mercy. Something else I've been doing is, I guess I'm kind of getting back into paper crafting again. But I have started with making pocket letters again. Kind of in a way. I don't know if I'm going to be full-fledged in it. I'm not going to do state pocket letters. Those are just too hard. I don't have a printer hooked up that I can print things out to use, you know, for the states and stuff like that. But I actually made a pocket letter. I mentioned it to y'all in one of my videos and had told y'all I was going to show it to you. And then y'all know me and my forgetful brain. I went and sealed it up before I thought to do a video and show y'all. Anyway, it was a pocket letter for my mama for her birthday. Hey, Mama. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you finally opened them all and seen what all was in there. Anyway, so I did. I made a pocket letter from my mama for her birthday and sent it to her. But it was a different type pocket letter. It wasn't the state pocket letter and it wasn't the regular pocket letter. It was, they have these things called open when letters. So it's like open when you're sad, open when you're happy, open when you miss me, open when you need to laugh or whatever. Open when you're hungry, all this kind of cool, neat stuff. And when you open it, it's things in there to do with whatever that was saying about. So I made Mama a pocket letter, and in each pocket, it was an open when thing, and I put little things in there for that. And I really wanted to show it to y'all on video, but I forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. So y'all can't see that one unless Becca would do a video showing Mama's pocket letter. She might not want to do that. I don't know. But anyway, so I have started making another one. Actually, I'm through with it. This one is kind of a regular pocket letter, but it's not just a pocket letter to say trade with somebody. This is actually a real pen pal pocket letter, which is what they were invented to be. When the girl, and I can't remember her name, but the girl that invented them, she was doing pen pals big time. And she invented the pocket letter to send all the different things to her pen pal plus the letter. You put the letter in there. So it's not, see, when us crafters do a pocket letter for trading, we just put like a little short note in it. If you're doing pen pals, you're going to write this one big long letter and put it in there. And that's what I'm doing. So I've made the pocket letter. What it is, I have a friend at my church. And two friends. I have a lot of friends, but these two particular ladies, they're mother and daughter. And they actually invite me out to eat with them a few times. And so they recently asked me to go out. They was coming here to my town. And we have a Chinese restaurant here, and all of us loves Chinese. So they asked me to go eat with them. And I went, and I had fun and enjoyed it. I didn't video or anything. I've told them, because when we lived in Lacombe, they came and had a craft day and sit with me at my long table. Some of y'all may remember that. And we crafted together, and I did put them on video that day. And so they know about my channel, but I didn't bother with blogging that day to get them on video. I just met them there. We ate and talked and had a good time. So while we were eating and talking, the mama, the lady, she's more my age, I guess. She may be a little bit older than me even, but her daughter is younger than me a little bit, She's not, I would say. Now, I don't need to do that, because they may come watch my videos. I don't know. I may get her age wrong. I don't want to do that. She's not my age, okay? So I'm thinking she's younger than me. And her mama is more around my age. But what I'm trying to say, their name is Joyce and Adele. Joyce is the daughter. She is older than Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is 31 years old, okay? She's got two girls that are teenagers, okay? Her mama, Adele, is the one that's kind of around my age. I'm 51, for the ones of you that don't know. And she may be a little older than me, I'm not sure. But anyway, so we were talking, and she was talking about how she wished that her grandparents had wrote letters, because she would love to learn how to can. And she would love to, like, have a letter from her grandmother, explaining and telling all about how you can and stuff. because they do. They have a garden. They have given us several things out of their garden before. So anyway, we just got to talking and got to mentioning letters. And so we decided we would start writing letters to each other. And then that may sound silly to y'all. They go to my church. I see them when I go to church. But we don't get to spend a lot of time together in just a few minutes at church and talking, you know. And, you know, yeah, a couple of times we've been out to eat together. But still, it's not enough for us to really get to know each other good. And I really like them. And I do want to get to know them more. So we decided to write letters to each other. They live in a different town from me. So I'm going to write them letters and send it to them. And I had told them about the pocket letters. So I'm going to write them pocket letters, pen pal pocket letters. So I had started on one of them. This one is for Adele, the mama. I've still got to I hadn't even started on Joyce's. I'm going to go ahead and fix this one up and send it to Adele, and then I'll start working on Joyce's. But, so this is my pocket letter. Now, I'm not going to show y'all every little thing. I'm not going to pull it out and show y'all every little thing that I've put in here. And this is not, okay, so Adele is not a crafter, neither is Joyce, really. They know I'm a crafter. Like I said, they had came and been at my crafting thing, and the girls crafted with me that day when we lived in Lacombe. But they're not really big-time crafters. Joyce, I think, was doing some kind of cross-stitch or embroidery that day. Adele don't do any crafting at all. I mean, who knows, I might do. She said she was going to try to make me a pocket letter. But in my letter, I do tell her she can try to make me a pocket letter if she wants to, or she can just write me a regular letter and send it to me, and I would be happy with either one. So, I am going to send her a few little crafty things, but most of it is things that you would just normally send a pen pal if you're just doing a regular pen pal letter. Okay, so this is the pocket letter. So this is the first one. And it just seemed to work out like this. I had a paper that had grass and flowers and a tree on it, okay? I got a background paper which has words on it. You can see that's part of a W there. And then I put that there. I mean, it's cut like that. You know, I even trimmed around the tree. And I put it there. And then the flower was on this paper too. I cut that off and put it in the corner. The bee was... No, I actually think the bee was on a different paper. It might have been, I can't remember, but I cut it off and put it there. And then I had this little saying here that says, if you could see it without the glare, anyway, it says walk in the park, which I put this paper, it's like heart curly Q trim. I put it up there for a trim. I've got the 3 little beads here, and then I put that paper up there, and then I thought, you know, this right here kind of looks like maybe a park scene. And then I had these little people. So I decided to stick a person there. It's kind of like she's walking in the park. So all that kind of just worked out together. I didn't plan it. I did ask Joyce, because later I had texted her to ask her what her mama and her favorite colors were. They both like blue. So I just sat down and looked through all my scrap papers, since they're small and you have to do small to fit in these pockets. So I just picked out all papers that has blue. Nothing that really, you know, as in pattern or scenes or pictures that matches good, or even the colors don't match good. I just picked out blue papers, and that's what I used. But it just so happened that all just kind of, as I was making it and doing it and looking through my stuff, I found this stuff, and I said, hey, that would do this, and that would do this, and it just kind of all fell in together and worked. Okay, so this was a paper with a rainbow. So then I had this paper that looks like a rainbow, so I did that. And then I had washi tape that's rainbow color, so I did that. This is coming out of the middle pocket. It's just the washi tape there at the bottom. And then I blinged it up, and I've got, that's a butterfly bling, flower bling, you know, and that's that one. Okay, now this one, you know, an old-timey picture of a lady, a wagon, and then flowers, and this over here, and this, what does that say? It says, remember when. See, that's an old picture, and that's an old wagon from back in the day. So I just thought, remember when, you know, kind of goes with that. So I did that. Okay, on this one, it's just that. I put a bling in the middle of the flower there and did that. Okay, the middle one, this is where I've got the letter, so I wrote on it, on the card that's in there, the letter. And it's another flower that I've got a thing in the middle of, and then I just blinged it up there. Alright, don't come out. Over here, there's this paper. I think it's kind of like a damask. But then I did a blue cardstock. I cut it out in the shape because I cut this flower out of another paper. I thought it went well, but I thought instead of just putting that on top of this, it needed to have something between it to distinguish it, you know. So I took some blue cardstock and I just trimmed it out a little bit in the shape of this, how I cut the flower out, and put it on there, and then put that bling on there. Okay, and then the bottom one over here is this blue, like curlicue or maybe a snail shell or something. And because this had its flowers and it had these blue flowers that are dark, that kind of goes with that, I just trimmed it at the bottom with that, and then these blue blings. Then this one is this kind of blue paper, and I put this on the side, and that's like a piece of blue jean paper in the middle, and I trimmed it out with blue blings. I got a little darker one in the middle between the sets of 3. And then over here, this is just a blue jean paper. And then I had these, and I thought, hey, that goes well with the blue jean paper. So I put those on each corner, and that one has a little, that's the only one I had that had the little white diamond on it, but I wanted to use it, so I did. So that is the pocket letter that I'm going to send to Adele. Now I'm going to show y'all the back side. It's not completely finished yet. So on this side, that's just the back of the card. That's that card. I don't have anything in there yet. What I plan on putting in there, I have one of those instant cameras that's like a Polaroid. You take the picture and it comes out, but it's the little bitty long narrow picture. They fit perfect in here. I am going to, in my letter, I am telling her about me and Gracie making the bird feeders. This is a long video, y'all, I'm sorry. But anyway, so, making the bird feeders, so I'm going to take a picture of the bird feeders, and I'll put that picture in there. Right now, I am out of the film for my camera. Excuse me, so I gotta go to Walmart and buy some more, and I'm gonna take the picture and put that in there before I can mail this to her. Okay, this, ooh, maybe I shouldn't do that. That's upside down anyway, and y'all may have done seen it. But it's labels, and I decided to write my address on it, and I've got her, I think, like 4 in there, and that's where she'll have address labels to mail me back a letter or a pocket letter. Alright, let me fold that down. Well, I may not can, because that's sticking up. And it's going to spill out. Nah, that ain't going to work. Alright, so this one here, don't have anything behind it yet, or in it yet, and that's just the back of that card. This one is the letter, and I got that in there wrong. Y'all let me fix that. Give me a minute so y'all can see it right. Alright, I want y'all to see the card. So let me see. So there's the middle card right here. Okay, and that's 1, 2, 3 pieces of paper. This is one paper. This is one paper, and this is one paper. Different papers, and I cut them and put them in there like that. Okay, this is, it looks like this on the front. I've actually got it together with a clip, and it's right here. That's the letter. So it goes right there. Actually, let me turn that around and put it like that. Okay, now this that I had in there, I wanted to go on that side so you could see that. So I've got it Sherry or Shay, because at church everybody knows me as Sherry Spillman, and then I've got Adele, and then in the middle I said read me first because that is the letter. On the front it says the letter. Okay. So then on this side, that's just the back of the card. There's nothing in that yet. I said I was going to put pictures here. I am fixing 2 little booklets that pen pals do. They're called FBs, which means friendship books. And the other one's called Slams, a slam. So if y'all are interested, any of you, and want to know what those mean, ask me in the comments. I'll make another video explaining what FBs are and what slams are. But I'm making these, and I'm going to put them in those pockets. Okay. Now, the bottom, yes, I told her about my peach mango water flavoring I love to drink, so I put her a pack of that. And y'all can see the back of that one. It kind of looks 4th of July-y. That is a bunch of different papers, okay? That's one paper. That's one paper. That's one paper. These are one paper in the corner. Then this was some white star stickers, and I trimmed it out on each side. I had all these colors, papers that looked like 4th of July. So I thought, hey, I'll just fix it up with all that so it can be looking 4th of July, even though it's nowhere near or around 4th of July. I don't care. Okay, that's a recipe. It's a tea sandwich recipe that I've folded up and put in there. And y'all see the paper behind it, right? It's one paper, and it's just all stripes and colors and looks like that. Then this is where I've got her a few little crafty stickers that I put in there, and I'm telling her in the letter that I'm sending them, and that she can do whatever she wants to do. She can give them to her grandkids if she don't like them, or she can try to use them to decorate the pocket letter if she tries to make me a pocket letter, or become crafty and make something else, use them, whatever, So that is the pocket letter that I'm making Adele. And I am going to start. I've got my cards laying out here. I use playing cards. They're the perfect size. I don't have to measure and cut anything. When I stick the paper on it, I find what paper I want. I look on the paper where I want it and how I want it on there. I put glue on my card. I lay it down on that spot, and then I just trim the paper off around it. Perfect. So that's the way I make ATCs. They're called ATCs if you're just making them. If you're putting them in a pocket letter, it's a pocket letter. They're not ATCs. Even though it's kind of the same thing. Not even kind of about it. It is the same thing. But anyway. So, I wanted to show y'all my pocket letter and let y'all know that I was making pocket letters. So, I'm kind of, I'm going to do this pen pal writing letter with these 2 friends from my church. But it's kind of, since I've started doing this, and, doing the pocket letter, it's kind of gotten me, because I used to do, back in the day, before I even learned about tape paling, I enjoyed tape paling. I ain't been able to do that in a long time because my tape player tore up. I got a new one, and it's not working right. So I have not been able to tape pal in a while. I miss it. But since I hadn't, and since it seems like I'm maybe not going to be able to because tape players don't work anymore, I'm kind of thinking about maybe I'll start pen paling again. So I've actually been looking. I haven't gotten anybody yet. I haven't even joined a pen pal website yet, but I've been looking at the pen pal websites again, and I'm kind of considering. I kind of want to get this going first. I don't want to, y'all know me, how I will feel overwhelmed if I get too much of one thing doing and going. So I want to get into this good, writing Adele and Joyce and making them pocket letters and sending it to them. It may be that that's enough and I won't need nobody else, but if I'm still kind of interested in it, I may join one of the pen pal groups and try to find me a pen pal to do. So that'd be cool, and I just wanted to share all that with y'all. And it's 24 minutes and something long, and I'm so sorry for the long video, y'all. Y'all know me and my mouth. I can't shut up. Alright, I was trying to think. Seemed like there was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I might do another little video, not right now, but later on. It might be a short one. Then again, with my mouth, it's going to be long. But during, I have come across something else that I'm enjoying. since looking up pen pal websites and stuff, and I might want to share that with y'all. So I may do that video. Oh my word, I just thought that's gonna be hard because it's on my phone. So I may have to, for that one, if I really want to do it, I may have to use my camera again instead of my phone to actually record and make the video, so I can show y'all the thing that's on my phone. Then that means I will have to go to the library with my card, put it in my laptop to upload it to YouTube. I ain't done that in a while. I hope I can still figure it out. I ain't used my camera in a while since I've been doing it on my phone with this video shop that I have. And for my new subbies wondering why I don't have internet here at my house, and I'm using an app on my phone to do YouTube, to make videos, to upload them to YouTube, to watch YouTube videos and comment. And if I'd use my camera over there again, my camcorder, I would have to go to the library to put it on my card, put my card in my laptop, and upload it to YouTube. There you go. 26 minutes and something now. Alright, guys. I guess that's all I have for you for now. So, I guess I'll leave y'all alone and let you go. So, I will say, I might have been done it next time. I'm done. I'm going to toodaloo.